So just a little additional video as I had to showing you the blanket stitch, as I had to dash off because Ella was desperately trying to come and join in. She's gone back to sleep now, so I'm going to try again. So I've got a long piece of thread here threaded, much longer than I'll need for this small circle. So to start off, you've got the two pieces of felt together when you finish your design. So you come through the middle, so you've not caught the back edge, and you tuck your little tail in there. And then what you want to do, this is only for the first stitch, what you want to do is go up and over and back through that same hole again. It's just to secure it in place in both layers. So you've got your first stitch. Don't tie it too tight. Then you go through that stitch again. This is the only time you'll have to do that until the end, and you then start off on the stitching proper now. So you want to make all of the stitches with blanket stitch as much as possible the same length, unless you want to do a variating one which has different lengths. So generally they tend to be the same length. So you've come through the middle, you've gone up and over, you've come out the front, you're then changing direction. You then want to be going in this way. So you want to think about where your next stitch is going to be. You wrap the thread around the needle like that and then pull through. And this is a very long piece of thread, as I say, for that size. So that's your second stitch done, your first proper stitch, and you just follow like that all the way through. So you go round, wrap it round, pull the thread through, and then you just keep heading in the same direction. Go through the front, wrap it round, and keep heading the same direction. So if you're right-handed, you may go counterclockwise, anti-clockwise. If you're left-handed, you might, like me, go clockwise. And you just keep checking at the back that you've got both layers attached, because otherwise sometimes you know it becomes detached and you need to go back and have a look. But that is basically your blanket stitch. I'm going to pause it now for a minute because you don't want to watch me going all the way through all of these stitches being exactly the same until you get to the end. So I'll just go round quickly and then we will come back when we're near the end. So at this point here, certainly you would have stopped to stuff your little pouch if you were going to be doing something that wasn't going to end up flat, but I'm just carrying on now to the end to do the last couple of stitches, and then I can show you how to finish off blanket stitch. Now I have got a full tutorial on this in the beginners and intermediate virtual workshops that I produce, so if you're interested in buying that to learn all, most of the basic stitches, including this in full, then do let me know, because the price up until the end of the year is only £10 per workshop, but in January the 1st it's going to go up to 15. So it is 2 and a bit hours per workshop of information that you can just use again and again. So we're on the last stitch, okay, and what I'm going to do is tuck it underneath the next without making the next stitch fully, and you can see it looks pretty much fine, that's in the right place. Then I'm going to create a little knot, and what I usually do is take that down a little bit down at the back here. Actually should have done that one first before I did the knot, but take this down here, now I've got it caught on there, we go, and create a knot tighten that off. There we go. And pop it underneath and through and out somewhere near the back, and then just pull it tight and it should go through. There we go. And you could just pull this a little bit tight and snip it off, and then the knot is lost somewhere inside. So there you go, that's a basic blanket stitch finish. If you were just doing a running stitch, I'll show that very briefly. I won't go all the way round because it will be deathly dull, because it's a very nice simple stitch. But an alternative to a blanket stitch, if you're not too confident with that, I'd say practice the blanket stitch because it is lovely. But a lovely alternative is again coming up through the middle, hiding your, it's just got caught on that other piece of felt. That's the trouble with felt, as opposed to fabric, it's a little bit more fiddly. So you start off again through the back, and then you're just literally going, running through back and front all the way around. And that's a nice simple alternative to closing up your piece. You can all pretty much, you could pretty much use any stitch, but these are a nice simple ones, so you're getting a nice running stitch around the edge. So I won't go all the way around on that, but yeah, hopefully that was helpful. And I will now move on to making a little video for you on the Christmas puddings. This is a little extra, so the stitch along has finished, but I'd love you to share your things, your makes on the group, slow stitching by hand with Ellen and Grace. And these are little Christmas this little extras that we're going to do a very short video on. So I hope you've enjoyed all that and that's been helpful, and thank you for bearing with me with the storm and my renegade cat who's trying to join in the process. She's now given up and is quite exhausted by the effort. So what I would say to get together for this one is, again, some circles in whatever size you want to use. I've used, as you can see, 4.5 centimetres or 1.75 inches. It doesn't really matter what size they are, but you want to get together, if you can, brown felt. So I've got this nice sort of marley sort of brown, and then I've got a slightly darker brown here. So you want to get out some white felt as well to the same width. You'll only need, if you're making two, say, you'll need 4 pieces of the brown, but you'll only need 2 pieces of the white or the cream. And so we've got a couple of examples here, so get that ready, and I will do another video on this to come out in the next day or so. All right, take care, bye.